Hello, this is the TradeSite U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Tuesday, July 10th, 2018. Hope we had a good trading day. Monday was a good start to the week for us. We had a couple of Forex winners. We did good in futures. We had a couple of stock picks that worked early at least, and then the second half of the day was pretty dead. Let's go through the major daily charts, and then we'll look at the inter-week action or intraday action. We'll talk about what's coming out for Tuesday. So here's the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market and futures form. You can see the cup and handle trying to form again over that 28 and change, 28.10 maybe number. That would be a breakout. New highs since the drop in January and February. Let's see if we can get there. Crude oil up 21 cents to 74.01. Gold up $2.60. The S&P cash index gains 24.35. NASDAQ 100 up 68.67 with a gap on both of those. So most of the move was not real. SOX up 8, which is kind of a blip there. Biotech's up 20.3. The VIX loses 68 cents to 12.69. Trend closes at 0.73, puts the 10-day moving average at 0.98. Got a couple of bigger numbers that'll be dropping off there soon, so we'll keep an eye on that moving average for the signal. NASDAQ volume only 1.8 billion. You can see we're better than all of last week, which was that holiday infested week, but it's not much better. So we're still in summer at this point. Advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ plus 742. More stocks up and down. It was certainly stronger than that earlier, though. On the New York plus 790. Google gains $12.20, heading back towards the highs. Apple up 261. It's the same big 5 stocks or 6 stocks that always take us higher, right? Netflix up $10.72 despite the 13 sell signal that's in place. Amazon up $28.39. Tesla up 961. You know, you'd think the Nasdaq would be up more actually with all those. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, was down 79 cents. Goldman Sachs gains $6.20. That's a big move for Goldman Sachs. That's actually a big piece of why the Dow, which we don't usually care about, up 320. You'll notice the Dow is nowhere for the last quite a while. It's right where it was back in December, actually. All right, in terms of the intraday action, here's 5-minute charts. And again, here's the ES. You got a gap up. You went a little higher. You tried to test the lows and couldn't break them. 2 hours in, we were still in the opening 15-minute range. We drifted up over ahead of lunch and then just dead flat the rest of the day. Pretty much untradeable at the second half of the day. Everything was in the morning. That's going to be common for summer. Here's NASDAQ side, pretty much the same thing. Gapped up, got a little more aggressive to the downside, did not fill the gap, and then just dead flat for the rest of the day. Don't overtrade in that environment. In terms of economic data coming out on Tuesday, we've got the NFIB Small Business Index. That's at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. Who is up then? And then we've got JOLTS job openings at 10 a.m. We still have some other bigger numbers coming out later on in the week, including the CPI. So we'll see what we get. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading Tuesday.